This video presents content from Chapter 3 of the book Sustainable Living and World Peace. This book is the second of 3 videos on a section entitled Republican Virtue. The Golden Rule tells us to do unto others as you would have others do unto you. It is easy to see the wisdom in this. People make decisions based on the hope they are creating more positive things in their own lives. When we see a troubling situation confronting someone else, in generally we can see what would sensibly create a more positive outcome for that person too. We wish the best for other people and hope everyone follows the most positive course of action. We have a natural virtuous propensity because we are naturally empathetic with our fellow human beings and we are perceptive of the oneness of humanity. In another way, we are also empathetic with the sufferings of other living creatures, and we can be aware of the unique experience that we share with all of life. We can learn to understand the ways of other living organisms and what it might take for a more positive situation to be created for them too. The Declaration of Independence, when it says, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness," is also a statement reflecting the Golden Rule. It reflects our empathetic wish that other people, all people, would be able to live in freedom and pursue happiness. Republican virtue itself identifies with the Golden Rule ethic in that it requires giving up self-interest to defend liberty and unalienable rights for other people. Some of the Founding Fathers forged opinions about the best behaviors that should be expected from the citizens that make up the Republic. Some were suspicious of personal interests that could conflict with the interests of the Republic. Maintaining virtue and not allowing the allure of money or power to overcome our virtuous obligations towards the Republic and other people may be a challenge for some. The first epistle to Timothy states, "For the love of money is the root of all evil." Being wealthy and motivated by money in and of itself is not the problem. It does not mean that money, the pursuit of money, or being rich is bad. Many people use innovation and entrepreneurship to create opportunities of employment and something of value for consumers. The people that do this are at least in part motivated by the possibility to generate wealth. Usually, there are great benefits to society for these actions brought about by people that had a vision to pursue and accomplish something they enjoy and thought could be lucrative. The results are positive for the purchasers and for those involved in supplying the benefits. It is a love of and obsession with money and the willingness to act outside of our virtues and sympathies for humans that can lead to disastrous and destructive results for everyone. Remember that we were once willing to justify slavery for the sake of economic gains rather than acknowledge equality and allow the promise of equal treatment for all to manifest. The people at the time slavery existed were living in ignorance with a willingness to perpetuate slavery to maintain their own economic well-being at the expense of doing what is right. Solving the world's problems involves accepting to embrace the things most dear and precious to us and not to deny them. Something that is self-evident, like the equality of all people, could be masked by society to the point of blinding most people, perpetuating a destructive and unsustainable status quo. People can be led or manipulated to act counter to their own virtuous and human understandings by the promise of and/or fascination with power or money. However, we can keep a steady course by holding onto our virtues and letting them guide us and our choices and actions. This book should in no way be viewed as attacking or attempting to cause resentment of the wealthy or the accumulation of wealth, nor should it be viewed as advocating a redistribution of wealth by authority-driven powers. This book is not trying to encourage a society of endless giving and assistance to others who are otherwise capable and able-bodied people. This is not only unsustainable, but it does a disservice to humanity. People should be encouraged to fulfill their natural desire not only for self-sufficiency, but to strive to better themselves and explore what they can achieve. America is a great foundation of equal opportunity and freedom, and of great values and virtues. All this holds the promise of a great future as long as the citizens of the nation are willing to support, preserve, and enrich our foundation.